The Small Business of the Year award is given to an established member of the Kenosha Area Business Alliance or the Kenosha Area Chamber of Commerce with less than 50 employees that has demonstrated longevity, an outstanding commitment to its customers and employees, a history of innovation, as well as a record of community involvement. We are proud to present the 2012 Small Business of the Year award to Tenuta's Deli Liquor and Wines. Tenuta's Deli Liquor and Wines has been a Kenosha tradition for over 50 years. Italian immigrant John N. Tenuta and his wife Lydia fulfilled a lifelong dream when they took ownership of a small corner store on April 1, 1950. At that time, the store was just a bit larger than a two-car garage. It served malts and sundaes, had a small deli counter, and a single aisle of grocery items. John's only son, Ralph, was just a teenager on the cusp of high school graduation at that time, but he soon became chief promoter for the store, eventually taking over operations completely. As Tenuta's grew, it realized that their little deli could not compete with the big grocers in town for very long, and the decision was made to specialize in merchandise that would cater to Kenosha's Italian community. Since then, the store has been remodeled and expanded several times to accommodate its growing selection of specialty merchandise, and now features gourmet items from all over the world. Tenuta's is more than just a grocery store, however. Ralph Tenuta created a culture of community involvement at Tenuta's and has been instrumental in the founding of many local organizations, including American State Bank, now Johnson Bank, and the Kenosha Area Development Corporation, now the Kenosha Area Business Alliance. He also serves as a Carthage College trustee and has donated resources to countless other Kenosha area organizations. Today, a third generation of Ralph's 7 children have been involved with the store, helping out from the time they were old enough to sort bottles. His son, Chris Tenuta, is handling more of the day-to-day operations and hopes to continue the rich tradition created by his father and grandfather.
Over the years here at Tenuta's, we've built up a list of different wholesalers that we deal with throughout the country that aren't necessarily local. Unique items in different categories that are harder to find, not what every other store would have. And I think a lot of our customers, both near and far, come looking for the different things we have and stuff they don't necessarily find in other places.
The impact this little Italian deli has had on the city of Kenosha, I think, is pretty significant. I'm not sure that many people know, but I think Tenuta's has started many marriages that you would not know about. Many kids start here in high school and start working, and they met their sweetheart and got married after working here.
I think a big thing over the years is our employees and the employees we've had. We've had a lot of first and second generation employees. Parents whose kids still work here, or kids work here now. We try to get and pride our employees on taking care of the customers. I think that's something that some businesses nowadays lose.
My name is Ralph Tenuta, and I joined my mother, Lydia Tenuta, Comforti, and my father, John Nicholas Tenuta, in 1950, April 1st, April Fool's Day. My dad decided that this was the location he wanted to buy, and on this location was a small ice cream parlor about the size of a two-car garage, and that was the day we took over to the location where Tenuta's is now.
We started out the size of a 2 or 3 car garage, and now we're probably a little bit larger than 18,000 square feet.
Making those donations, joining those organizations, being a spirit in the community that goes beyond just being a businessman. It's being a presence, being a charitable benefactor, someone who's willing to give back. And I think that's probably one of the benchmarks of both Ralph and Chris, is they're willing to give back.
Tenuta's is a real institution, and when we have new people coming to the campus, someone may let them know about it, but it's not a case that we have to send them. They go themselves and they keep on going. Everybody I know really at Carthage virtually at some time or another shops at Tenuta's and continues to do so.
And we started by adding merchandise. I was more of the merchandise specialist, and I did the buying, and my dad did some of the buying. I learned a lot from my dad because my dad had a lot of dreams as far as what people would want.
Well, Tenuta's has been a Kenosha tradition for years, generations actually. I think mostly because of what they offer here, what the service is here. There's things that Ralph sells here that you can't get any other place.
I think we identified early that we weren't going to be successful trying to sell Folgers coffee or Hills Brother coffee against these giants, and so we better develop our own products. Our own product list, at least. Maybe some we could have made for us, some we could package, and do some prepared foods. And we early decided we were try to get a liquor license primarily so that we could get in the wine business.
If I had to pick one thing that would bring me back to Tenuta's more than anything else, it would probably be the prosciutto. See, now I told you that prosciutto was my favorite a minute ago. So what's the first thing I do after the interview? I go get a prosciutto sandwich. Tenuta's.